It's all you.
Thank you. As Keisha said, my name is Kate Gibbons, and I'm the Co-Sell Product Marketing Manager. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is this migration of your co-selling activities from Partner Sales Connect to Partner Center. What I want you guys to walk away with today is to understand and recognize the benefits of co-selling in Partner Center and some of the advantages that you'll have versus maybe your experience in Partner Sales Connect. Delineate the scope of what is in scope of migration versus not in scope of migration, because I know that you guys have experienced many things that are migrating to Partner Center, and I want to make sure we're clear about what is coming in regards to co-sell. How to ready your company for the move and what to expect, and then how to access support for help. That's what I really want you guys to understand today and walk away with. And please feel free to ask questions along the way when we take breaks. No question is too small, no question is too big. There may, in fact, be questions though that I don't know the answer to, but we can certainly try to get you the best answer we can today. So why are we having you guys make this move to Partner Center? So as you are most likely aware, there are many things moving to Partner Center, and so Partner Center will become the place where you manage all of your business with Microsoft. So where you get incentives and payouts, where you manage your membership, if you need to publish the solution, this is that place, that location that we can drive business together. Some of you may have been in a multitude of tools, maybe as little as 8, sometimes as high as I've heard 61. And so this really allows you to just have a central location. And so how we're going to capitalize on this with Microsoft and in co-selling is this is where you receive all of your referrals in one single place. So those would be referrals from other partners, referrals from Microsoft, where you would share the referrals in this experience with Microsoft as well. So today you may in fact be getting things sent to certain sellers' email addresses that might come into our Marketo system. It might be in Partner Center, it might be Partner Sales Connect. So we're really providing a central location for you to understand what this pipeline really looks like. Then you can also manage within your own CRM system. So the intent here is that you won't have to come into Partner Center to manage your business and run potential customers and wins through the sales cycle in Partner Center. You can actually do it in your own CRM instance, whether that be Salesforce or Dynamics or another instance, and then we can get real-time updates back and forth, and we'll talk a little bit more about what the scope of that is in a couple minutes. You can also identify what kind of Microsoft seller you want to connect with. So today it's a little bit nebulous and everything goes to an account executive, but that might not be the help that you need. And what we're doing is we're allowing and giving you the opportunity to say, I want this type of help. I want a proof of concept. I want to work with a technical seller, or I want to work with someone other than maybe the account executive. You can also stipulate if you want to work with the account executive, to be clear. Then we also have Simplified Publishing. So as you guys all know, that first step in co-selling with Microsoft is publishing an offer and your solution. And so what we've done is there is the move from Cloud Publishing Portal as well as from OCP GTM, and they're coming together so you can have a collective catalog of those unified offers so that you can syndicate them out to different audiences and sell against them. We also have better customer matching. So this is something that helps accelerates the sales cycle. And what we're doing there is rather than free form saying I'm working with Starbucks, you can say I'm working with this Starbucks entity, and it's done on the Dun & Bradstreet number, the Dunes number, so that we can just have acute, discrete alignment and really move that customer through the sales cycle. Any questions?
I don't see anything in the chat at this point.
All right, perfect. So let's talk about what capabilities are moving to Partner Center, because there are many things involved in co-selling from a tooling perspective. So the capabilities are sharing referrals from Microsoft, so things that you want to share with us, including your customer pipeline. receiving referrals from Microsoft, so things that we are generating and sharing with you, either from sellers or marketing campaigns or other different engines, and how to register deals for co-sell wins. So those are the three capabilities that we're migrating. So those three activities will now occur in Partner Center. So to do that, to sell through Partner Center in those activities, let's talk about what you can sell and how you can sell in this new experience. So what you can sell today is you can sell service offers, first party co-selling offers, so Microsoft products. You can sell another solution, and you can sell IP offers. So that is fairly in parity to what you could sell in Partner Sales Connect. That's what you can sell today. So up until recently, it was really only IP offers, but that suite of what you can sell has expanded in recent weeks. And there's also something to think about is how can you sell? So this is where we start to deviate from your experience in Partner Sales Connect. So it's important to understand that how you once did something in Partner Sales Connect is not how we will do something in Partner Center necessarily to achieve that better outcome. So there's a couple different things, and we'll get a little bit more detailed as we go through this, but we can in fact pipeline share. So that pipeline sharing, and what we would consider that is when you just want to let us know what's in your pipeline and you don't want us active help from us, you don't need to include customer contact information. You can also do marketing campaign ID tagging. So this is a field where you can drop in an Allocadia code that you may have received through marketing funds or campaigns that are part of your business portfolio with Microsoft. So you can drop that in so you can track your return on investment. We also have the Power Automate API connectors. So this is connecting into your own CRM system that we talked a little bit about before. And we have two available today. We have Salesforce and we have Dynamics. And what these connectors do is they're a significantly lighter lift to you than just connecting to the main API. This connector strategy is a much lighter lift for you. And you download those connectors right from AppSource, our storefront through the commercial marketplace, and then you can start to integrate that into your CRM system. There are definitely considerations for your company. You obviously would need to abide by your own policies and permissions and whatnot. We don't control any of that, but we do know that that is a consideration you need to take in. Additionally, within that connector, there is the capability for you to identify what type of information you want to share with us and when you want to share it. For example, you could say, I want to share all information, all details with Microsoft in real time. So as soon as there's an update within your CRM system, that signal will go directly to Partner Center. You can also say, I want to send information only daily, or I only want to send this type of information. So there are definitely varying levels of data and how you want to share it that you can control. Then we also have offer sharing versus partner attached. So this is a Microsoft seller change that impacts you guys. And what this means is that our Microsoft sellers now are very tactically attaching all of your solutions to these deals with your co-sell offers versus saying, I want to just work with a partner. So that's a mental shift that should accelerate the sales process for deals that are coming in and out between our respective sales teams. Any
question?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, there's a question in the chat about what will happen to Partner Sales Connect then.
Yeah, so Partner Sales Connect will eventually retire. We do not have a date of when that that will happen, but it will eventually retire. That's what I can share with you today. So let's talk a little bit about bridging that gap, or bridging those two experiences. So as I said, the way that you did something in Partner Sales Connect and the way that you will do something in Partner Center, they can be a little bit different. And so what we've done here, think about this as your cheat sheet. We will send this out so you can look at this. is there are differences in how you get access to the system, maybe how you would share pipeline. One concept that is or one capability that is not in Partner Center is this concept of bulk uploading, but rather it's really about the real-time data through API integration. The other thing that is important to call out here, in lieu of the most recent question around what will happen to Partner Sales Connect, as I said, it will eventually retire. And our guidance to you guys as you're deciding to make this move is that the deals that you currently have in Partner Sales Connect, we recommend that you continue to manage them through the sales cycle there rather than trying to re-input them in Partner Center. So this average sales cycle for deals that are shared with Microsoft is a little under 60 days. So we anticipate that this potential window where you could be managing in two places to be about that amount of time. So let's talk about making the move to Partner Center. So while Partner Center has many new capabilities, we do want to make sure that the capabilities that are for your business are available for you to make this move so that you have a good co-selling experience. We also want to make sure that your Microsoft resources are aware of this migration and prepared for it. So those Microsoft resources might be someone like a PDM. It is also our frontline support team, our CSS support team, so that we can have both proactive and reactive support for you. We also want to limit the bifurcation between the two tools to as quickly as possible to shorten that window. And there are some subset co-sell programs like the ISV Connect program that you may or may not be enrolled in. And so due to some of those factors, we are inviting partners over once those things are lined up for you individually as a partner. So your call to action here is, one, know that you will be invited and to keep a lookout for that invite. And the invite goes to the following contacts that Microsoft has access to. In Partner Center, it goes to the Global Administrator and the Referral Administrator. Out of OCP GTM, it goes to all of the contacts that are listed within your solutions on OCP GTM. So that's how we notify you that you've been invited to move into this new Partner Center experience. Any questions around that?
Yes, there is one in the chat here. The question is the full list of partner-to-partner co-sales available in Connect and Partner Center? An example, where would I choose Red Hat Linux? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, so I think the question is, in Partner Sales Connect, I have access to sell a Red Hat Linux solution. Will it be available in Partner Center? The answer to that is yes. What if Red Hat wants you to be able to sell their solution, right? There is that caveat. So there's that. But the other thing that's important to know is that once you make the move to Partner Center, you will be conducting all of your co-sell business in Partner Center going forward. So only sort of older or legacy deals will continue to remain in Partner Sales Connect.
And Kate, just to clarify, was it the case that partners were not able to see this in Connect before?
I don't actually know the answer to that. Megan, do you happen to know?
You mentioned that this is Ryan who's asking the question.
Hi.
You mentioned that, hi, and thank you for all this is great.
Yeah.
You mentioned that if they want us to be able to sell their stuff, I was under the impression that we get to see everybody. Everybody wants to sell each other's stuff. So if something's not getting listed, how do we get them?
So there's a couple things going on here that I want to make sure that are clear. So within the publishing experience, and this is definitely, I'm not as deep here as our publishing product marketer. In the publishing experience, you as a partner can say, I want my solution to be available to sell through co-sell by a partner, another partner. That is something that is identified by the partner in the publishing experience. Any solution published is available for purchase. It's just around where you would purchase it. So for instance, you can directly become the customer of another partner by purchasing it through Azure Marketplace, for example. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Did I answer your question?
I don't know, because
Okay.
Red Hat I know is an example of something that that I heard was that other that people can choose. So I don't know if it's something's messed up with ours, or if I'm not getting good information.
So that would be a question actually for Red Hat. So that would be they would set their permissions on selling in this experience with
But
you
if
as
it's set for
partner.
co-sell, it's co-sell for everybody. They can't choose which partners can co-sell it, right?
So Ryan,
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
This, Ryan, one way to think about it is just that there are multiple stores, if you will, that Microsoft has that different partners are part of. So there's the, Azure Marketplace is one of those stores, right? And the stores have different catalogs and different offerings behind it where the partners have published their solutions to. So if you're in the right store where that solution has been published to, as Kate was saying, you can find that solution. Part of what we're doing with Partner Center is we're aggregating we're aggregating the catalogs that for the solutions that get published out to those stores, right? So everything's going to be kind of one master catalog, but partners will still be able to decide which store the
An audience.
An
I think
is relevant for their solution.
So
Yeah,
where do we see a list of the audience types, or how do we know if we're missing an audience flag on our account?
That occurs in the publishing experience. Within either OCP GTM if your solution has not been migrated, or Cloud Publishing Portal if your solution has not been migrated. If your solution has been migrated, it will be in the commercial marketplace within Partner Center.
Yes, this is Barry speaking. I just I'm clicking away here as you guys are speaking. I can confirm that it's actually done in the commercial market area. So within Partner Center, when you list your applications,
yeah,
there's a taxonomy that takes place, offer setup, properties, that kind of stuff. You have to identify that you do want to, in fact, co-sell for each offer. And then you have 3 options when it comes to reselling. Any partner in the CSP program, okay, or specific partners in the CSP program, or no partners in the CSP program.
Yeah.
That middle one's tricky. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something that you guys identify in that publishing experience. Thank you, Brian.
We want to be. It's the other way around for us. It's that the people who are publishing, Red Hat in this case, wherever that is, we got to somehow reach out to them and tell them that if they're using that specific partner, it's kind of hard for us to tell, it seems like. But I guess we would have to double check with them, or is there somebody we can go through at Microsoft to help negotiate that?
Yeah, so I think that's going to be addressed in our next fiscal year through some changes in the way that we think about P2P. I know that there are some changes and definitely some improvements to support the scenario that you're talking about, but they have not come to fruition yet in a way that we can share out those solutions.
Right now, if I want a link to co-sell Red Hat, who do I talk to?
You would have to talk to Red Hat.
Got it. And do we know who at Red Hat, or who do we just talk to our PDM to ask them to help us find the right
That
person?
would be one way to go about that. But yeah, but Microsoft can't say go in this portal and look up the contact for Red Hat. Yes.
Okay.
Just like we would, we wouldn't do that for you as well. So yeah, so again, that's a little bit outside of the scope of the Partner Sales Connect to Partner Center migration that we're talking about today, but hopefully that has helped and given you a little bit of an action plan. Perfect. So as far as making the move, there are some prerequisites that I would encourage you to look at and sort of prepare yourself with. So one, pretty simple here, we need to have an MPN ID number. There also is, you need to complete a business profile. So your referral administrator can complete that if you don't already have one for your company. And you also need a referral administrator. So this is a tactical thing. Your global administrator can give access to a referral administrator. When in doubt, file a support ticket. They can tell you who these people are at your company. And then review some how-to documentation that lives out on docs.microsoft.com that's always on and ready for you. So that gets updated in real time with things like UX changes or program changes. So that is a living resource that will constantly evolve and grow as things change and morph. Last but not least, how do you access support? So much like how we're bringing all of these things together into Partner Center, we are also bringing your support experience together through Partner Center. So depending on what programs and what entities you were engaged in with Microsoft, there might be different support entities that you go to, and you might go to this desk or this desk or this desk. And what we've really done is we brought all those things together to give you a front door to go through to unlock help for help with co-selling. So inside Partner Center, you can simply click on the question mark. That's how you can activate that. That drops in some great how-to information that may solve your problem, or you can always file a support ticket in there. And then there's also this is not new, but this is essentially the same part of the door to go into to get help. Just on partner.microsoft.com /WAC support is how you can go in and again access information and articles around that might help you self-solve your problem, or then you can always file a support ticket to get some reactive help from our support team. And with that, I will open it up for questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Kate. I do see another question here in the chat. It says, regarding eligibility of Partner Center co-sell use, is that only for partners who have their own co-sell ready solution, even if the partner wants first party or third party offer in co-sell? I think I'm getting that correctly.
Hold on. Let me see if I can read it, and then I can maybe figure it out. So the questions around co-sell eligibility. And the eligibility to migrate into co-sell is not actually linked to your offer status. Ryoko, do you want to just ask your question to see if I am understanding it?
So sorry. For example, SI partner wants to co-sell Citrix ISV solution, but they don't have their own co-sell service related to Citrix. So do they join the Partner Center co-sell?
So I think there's two different things here. So any partner has to be the status of co-sell ready to co-sell, regardless if you're co-selling with a partner or if you're co-selling with Microsoft. So that would be the barrier that anyone would have to go over. And then layering on to what we were discussing before around partners do have to give sort of the rights or the availability to co-sell. So in the scenario that you were talking about, Citrix would have to say, I am willing to co-sell with CSPs, or I'm willing to co-sell with X partners. In that scenario. So it's not necessarily, did that answer your question?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, perfect.
Great. We have another question. Barry, if you want to come off of mute and ask your question.
Yeah, super. Thank you. So my understanding is that the co-sell around services is going to be kind of a new feature. I'm thinking drop down in my mind inside of Partner Center.
Correct.
So, okay. And who's going to be, so is that something that's going to be completed by the partner, or is that something that's going to be identified by the field seller?
So when you say completed, what does that mean to you?
Selected.
So it's really more about offer selecting. So what we've done is we've given the ability for those offers, service offers, to be available to co-sell in Partner Center. So the workflow, if you will, between Microsoft and Microsoft sellers is the same. It's just you guys have a different door to go in. Does that make sense?
Sure, I can understand that. What I'm hearing, or what I understand, and I mean this is the way I understand it, but doesn't mean it's 100% correct. But
Sure.
my understanding is there's going to be a greater emphasis. So sellers are going to be motivated to attach a partner, ideally probably IP co-sell. If IP co-sell, or in addition to IP co-sell, they'd equally be interested in identifying a co-sell service offering. Okay, and if so, further to that, my understanding is that they will be looking at a list of co-sell ready service offerings, and in seeing that list, they would select whatever is their preferred co-sell.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because there's a couple of things in there. So one, let's start off. So any offer that you've published, whether it's the status of an in-market offer or a ready offer, Microsoft sellers can find those, meaning that they can go in and they can look and find them if they know what they're looking for. So nothing is shut out, if you will. Yeah. Then additionally, what your question was is are there certain offers, particularly IP, that they may be incentivized to sell? Sorry about the beeping truck behind me. It's very loud. So that is a true statement around IP co-sell and incentivized offers that are coming based on the solution and the first party product. Then your the next part of your question, I believe, was that will that incentive model apply to the service solutions as a way to motivate sellers, right? Did I understand all of that correctly?
Yep.
Okay. So today I can tell you that is not, the incentivized does not apply to services. I don't know if in our next fiscal year, if that will be the same or different.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. So what would be the motivation behind having a co-sell offer? If there's, how do you establish alignment? It's just a convenience. I'm just trying to understand.
So I think there's different types, right? There's different categories of offer. So ready is really what the status of ready, as you guys know, is really what is to a seller is what we sort of put forth first, if that makes sense. While we don't block anyone from in market, we put forth those offers first. So whether the customer need could be solved by an app, that's a different scenario than if it could be solved by a solution, a service, right? And in an ideal world, what would happen is a customer would need both, right? And so there's here's an app and here is a service that can help you implement it. And then here is another service that can help you run it. That's the ideal scenario, right? For all partners involved. So I think your question is how do we start linking that together? And I don't actually have visibility to what the plan is to do that going forward. I'll just be honest.
That's good. I appreciate your response. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kate. I see that we are at time now. Thank you for all of these great questions. If you have additional questions that have come up, please feel free to add those in the chat. And perhaps, Kate, if you have time and availability, you could go back at another point within the next business day to address those questions. But with that, I will go ahead and conclude this event. Once again, thank you, Kate, for your expertise and presenting this content. And next month, we'll be back the first Wednesday of the month to provide another presentation in this series.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.